Everybody, welcome back to school, and I would go thank everyone and Miles and his buddies too.
Mr. Patrick, I kinda wanted to ask you this question, but, what year was Chuck E. Cheese created?
Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater, later known as Chuck E. Cheese's, was founded in 1977 by its co-founders Nolan Bushnell and David Korb. The concept of the restaurant was born out of Bushnell's desire to create a family-friendly establishment that would offer both fun and food for all ages. With a combination of arcade games and animatronic shows, the first Chuck E. Cheese's opened its doors in San Jose, California, sparking a franchise that would quickly gain popularity throughout the United States and beyond.
Mr. Patrick, have they ever experimented with food? Like pizza and wrap sandwiches, maybe even Chinese food?
I don't know, John, because I'm a teacher, and I'm not a scientist. I don't know anything about that stuff because I never really used a microscope before. I'm only a teacher for fun, and I'm here to help.
Well, I guess you can experiment on video games well, I'm just gonna make my own jokes and talk about, Teen Titans, sorta, or like, pop, put a popsicle in the microwave, or something like that.
Beast Boy, right now Kai is trying to listen to what Mr. Patrick is going to say. And there's plenty of chores to do. Mom and Jim give you a job. You need to follow directions.
So you must be Jared Padalecki from Supernatural. I gotta say, man, I'm really a big fan of your show.
It might still exist, but I'll have to check it out if they're doing another season of Supernatural. Robert Patrick.
So, what was it like working with Jensen Ackles in the series Supernatural?
Well, Jensen and I have been friends for many years, way before Supernatural. I remember when we first met on set. We just had a chemistry and it showed on screen. We would do everything together, and that chemistry really made our characters' friendship believable. We were able to bounce off of each other and bring out the best in one another. Our characters had such a strong bond, and I think that was because of our friendship off screen. And of course, Jensen being my favorite actor helped out a lot too, and made our on-screen partnership even stronger.
2 weeks ago, I saw Miles get into a fight with Natasha's dad, and seeing him humiliated by an ice cream on his face was pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, I know. And anyway, I made a mistake that day, and it won't happen again in school. It's over and done with.
No, you're fine, and Natasha's dad probably got what was coming to him, and I'm sorry, but it's equal.
So you must be Josh Hartnett. Miles will do anything to put on the mask, be the hero, save the girl because I'm his MJ.
Me and Elijah were in the movie The Faculty, and Miles would be my bro. And to be honest, we were kind of epic in that movie with just an amazing cast back in the late 90s.
If I was living with Dad and Kelly, I would tell them everything about Drake and Josh the show, and how funny that show really was, Josh.
Yes, Drake, I remember that show was funny. Back in Nickelodeon. And I don't think I've ever met Dad and Kelly before in real life, but I would like to meet them in real life, Drake.
Not everybody likes Drake and Josh the show,
And to be honest, I've heard a lot about John Connor and Sarah Connor and Natasha, and between the Evil Towers and Judgment Day, life is probably going to be chaos on being homeless. And Ultimate Alliance is not coming back. And neither is the Avengers of Living in the Past of 2011, because those days are far from over. And now it's time for horror movies, anime, Super Smash Bros. Toonami, and Adult Swim.
You know, I don't mean to brag or anything, but this whole living in the past, doing Ultimate Alliance and living in the past of Hudson in 2011 is getting old. And this kind of gives me a good impression. We want to start doing Toon My, Adult Swim, Dragon Ball Z, and horror movies. And I don't mind listening to Prince and Michael Jackson too.
Well, some things are worth experiencing, and they're not meant to last forever. We don't want to do this whole Ultimate Alliance and living in the past of Hudson forever, because we're going to try doing something different and new in our lives, and it's really not up to Mom, because the world is changing, and we need to start changing with it.
Yes, and this is technically our lives, and it's not a dress rehearsal.
You know, for once in our lives, I would actually like to do something different. Instead of doing the same thing for the rest of my life, like doing Ultimate Alliance and living in the past of Hudson in 2011. And I've been doing this for almost a decade.
I kind of have to agree with Miles. The world is changing, and we would actually like to start doing something different in our lives. We don't want to live in the past of 2011 anymore, playing Ultimate Alliance and living in Hudson. We want to change, and we don't want to do this anymore.
Sometimes I know you want to hang out with your girlfriends at night, Miles. But you have to understand that some things are more important than making videos all the time. But you're a good person with a strong heart, and I have faith in you.
John Connor never continued his story, and we never got to see Terminator Salvation 2. And do you know what's bullshit? We never got to see John and Kate's relationship grow in the original series.
So, Bridget, can I ask you something? Doesn't Britney Spears give you a great vibe?
Britney Spears does give me a great vibe, Miles, and her music makes me and pretty and sexy and beautiful too.
Britney Spears is my favorite music too. And to be completely honest with you all, I kinda enjoy her music because it makes me feel beautiful and sexy. Thanks for mentioning that, and I love you, Miles.
I love Miles too. He's a genius and he's a hero to the world and the fantasy world too. And I just wanted to tell you, Miles, I love you.
Excuse me, guys, but I got a call from my walkie-talkie. Who are you? And how did you get my phone number?
Hey, Robert Patrick, this is Sarah Lance, and this is a message coming from Gotham City, and I would like you to come over and have pizza with us.
Well, that's great. I'd be happy to have a pizza party with you guys. In fact, my class is almost over, and I'll be right there to see you guys in a bit.
That's wonderful, and we'll have a great time with listening to Usher and Lil Wayne and David Guetta dancing with the hot chicks, and you being our #1 guest of the party.
I believe that's the idea, and I've honestly never been to Gotham City before. I'd be happy to come in the apartment and have a couple of drinks.
See you there. Be sure you're here on time. I don't want you to be late.
All right, I'll be there. Everybody have a good night, and make sure to go back to studying if you have to. I don't care if you have to write stuff down or like do math tests for the weekend or week. Class dismissed.